many masterpieces, or we can say that in every work is a masterpiece. He produced best works. And ladies and gentlemen, as you know very well, that selection among the best is a quite difficult task. So selection of Shakespearean works for dramatization was also a very difficult task. But as one play had to be selected, and that work is very well known comic play, Twelfth Night. Today, the students of English final year are going to stage this play for you. I hope you will enjoy it and admire the efforts of the team. Read in the name of thy Lord, who created man from a froth of blood. Read for thy Lord is the most beneficent. He has taught the use of pen. He has taught man which he knows not. For recitation of Holy Quran, I would like to invite Mr. Atiq Quran, Enamul Haq from English Final.
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا صدق الله العظيم.
The Holy Quran says, and I quote, I testify that there is no God but God, and that there is no partner to him, and that Muhammad is his servant and messenger. For Nasir Student Maqbool, I would like to call Aisha Bashir from English Final. Aisha Bashir. खुद किए देते हैं अंदाज़ हिजाबाना दिल में तुझे रख लो ए जलवाए जाना Your applauses, it is important for those who are performing. William Shakespeare, the king without crown, is the greatest dramatist of all time. Milton tributed Shakespeare in these verses. What needs my Shakespeare for his honoured bones? The labour of an age, his pious stones. Of death, his hollowed relics should be aged. Under a star, pointing pyramids. Dear son of memory, great heir of fame, what needest thou such weak witness of thy name? No author is so great that his reputation can be challenged, but it seems unlikely that Shakespeare will ever be dislodged from his position as probably the greatest dramatist. Comedy needs live acting more than the type of play. As far as comedy is concerned, it is tempting and very wrong to see comedy as a light way. And in Shakespearean comedy, it is the people who makes the line funny more than the lines they say. Twelfth Night. Twelfth Night is a blend of fantasy and realism. It is one of the most perfect, balanced and sweetest of romantic comedies. The play is a very picture of human nature, ranging from the highest to the lowest in rank, from the wisest to the most foolish. A delightful, broken landscape of world of man and woman, full of love and laughter, fancy and imagination. The play was never designed to be read, but to be acted. Our drama teacher, Madam Takdeer, she encouraged us for this dramatic activity, and collectively, working like a team, this has come true. This will enable the student to take it both as entertainment and studying stimulously tableau and fancy dress show form. I think this is first time in the history of the university that the play which is being taught in the class is being performed on the stage. So I'm thankful to Madam Takdeer for encouraging us. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to tell you the brief story of the play. This is the story of a shipwreck. Viola, a girl shipwrecked in Alaria, disguised herself as a boy Caesarion. She enters the service of lovesick Duke. Duke is madly in love with the beautiful countess Lady Lydia. Lady Lydia, who lives in retirement, is mourning for her dead brother for complete 7 years. Olivia's household contains melancholic Puritan Benvolio. Benvolio commands all the servants in Lady Lydia's house and keeps close watch on the activities of the servants of Lady Lydia's house. He is sick of self-love and he is overbearing towards everyone else. Olivia's irresponsible uncle Satobi Beth, who is always drunk and charming witty clown Pesto to live his pocket. Satobi Beth, encouraging of a stupid old knight, Sir Andrew Agassi, and they all are living in the house of Lady Olivia. Sebastian, Viola's twin brother, whom she imagines to be drowned in shipwreck, but he was saved and arrived in Alaria. Caesario, although in love with Duke Orsino, serves as an ambassador of love of Duke to Alaria. When Lady Lydia sees Caesario, she herself falls in love with Caesario. Olivia can't distinguish whether Caesario is a boy or girl. Duke Orsino, on realizing the fact that his beloved messenger is actually a girl, falls in love with her and expresses his feelings of love for her. Thankfully, Caesario rejects the advances and recommends Orsino's suit, although the woman in Caesario's garment is hard-fixed at the task. Olivia, meeting Sebastian, mistaking him for Caesario, seizes the moment when the youth seems to be complained and is married to Sebastian, who is astounded at his sudden good fortune. Of course, the mistaken identities are cleared up. One of the funniest scenes in the drama is the object scene in Twelfth Night, where the Puritan steward Benvolio reads a false love letter from Olivia, and in thinking Olivia is in love with him. But the real humor only comes through when these four characters, Maria, Satobi, Andrew Agassi, and Clown, are hiding behind the curtains and watching the foolish response of the Benvolio after getting the letter. The play ends with the three marriages. Duke marries Viola, Sebastian marries Olivia, and Sir Toby marries Maria.
Now the scene by description. The scene opens in a Duke palace and Dukes ask for music. While listening to it, one strain protects his lovesick soul that he longs to hear it repeatedly. Duke, a man of sentiment, dreamy, changeable, and of a high fantastic nature, replies that his passion for Olivia has been pursuing his heart like a cruel hound ever since he saw her.
Lovesick Duke assigns the duty to Cesario, who is actually a girl named Viola, disguised as a boy, to convey his message of love to Lady Olivia. The Duke has no doubt of success of Cesario, a mission on account of his youth and beautiful appearance. Viola agrees to go, though she herself has feelings of love for Duke.
That's when again chord came over my ear like a sweet song, the breeze upon a bench of violets, stealing and giving a door. Enough, no more. It's not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, sweet of love, how crisp and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy trust, to cease as the sea, not unto here. Of what validity and whatsoever, but falls into a betterment and low voice. Even in a minute, so full of persistency, there is alone a height and trust before. Who passes over you? Who?
On your tables, my lord. Here.
Stand you a while alone. Know of my love but all. I have unblessed thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore good you address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her door and stay there. And stand at her door, stay there. There are 6 foot shall grow till thou audience.
Very noble lord, but if she be so moved and if she was so well she spoke, she will never enter.
Be clever and be possible bound rather than make uncompleted return.
Sure, my lord, I'll do my best.
Maria departs having indirectly called Sir Andrew upward.
What shall I do? Your mother.
This means my niece to take the death of her brother thus. I'm sure fear an enemy to life.
Sir Toby, you must come early tonight. My lady, your cousin takes great success to your in-laws.
But let's accept before accepted.
But you must confine yourself within the modern limits of order.
I confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are fit for drinking, so these boots too. If they be not, let them hang in their own place.
That talking and drinking will undo you, sir. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish night that you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew Gachi?
Yeah,
He is as tall as a man in Olivia.
he has indeed. For besides he is a fool, he is a great quarreler.
But
And is far among the
but he said, they are subtracted, they are founders who say so of him.
moreover, that he has drunken nightly in your company.
With the drinking aid to my niece, I drink for her. till there is a passage in my throat and breathing area. As comes our review. Sweet का review, sweet. Bless you, first you.
And you too, sir.
Good mistress, of course I desire better content.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good mistress, Mary Cross.
Fare you well, gentlemen.
Right? What's the excellence in clear light? I can cut a copper. I can cut a money too.
In Lady Olivia's house, two other characters, Bessie the clown and Malvolio the stable to Olivia are present. Today, Lady Olivia is angry with the clown because of his long absence. Olivia asks Malvolio to take the fool away from her presence. Clown Peste intelligently succeeds in convincing Lady Olivia that he is not fool, but actually it is Lady Olivia who is fool, because she is mourning for her dead brother for such a period of time, and even when she thinks that the soul of this brother is in heaven. Now Maria comes and tells Olivia that a handsome gentleman wants to see her. Olivia asks Malvolio to attend the messenger, who is actually Viola disguised as a boy named Cesario. She tells Malvolio to put him off if he is from Duke Orsino. Malvolio now comes back and tells his mistress that the messenger refuses to be dismissed. At last, Olivia allows him to come in. Here the story takes a new turn. Viola, on entering Lady Olivia's house, wants to know that who is Lady Olivia among the two ladies, Olivia and Maria. Viola then conveys the message of Duke Orsino to Lady Olivia. Lady Olivia admits that despite having all the good qualities, she can't love Duke, so he need not send any more messengers. However, she allows Cesario to come back again. In fact, she falls in love with Cesario. Olivia wants Cesario to come back, so she thinks of a clever plan. She gives her ring to Malvolio, pretending that Cesario has left his ring in her house. She asks Malvolio to follow Cesario and to give ring back to him. Cesario refuses that he hasn't left any ring in Lady Olivia's house. Lady Olivia succeeds in her plans. Cesario comes back and then she tells Cesario that she has fallen in love with him. Even she breaks the promise of not showing her face to anybody for complete 7 years. On Cesario's wish, she unveils her face. Ladies and gentlemen, what an irony of fate it is. A lady falling in love with another lady, taking her as a boss.
As roses whose pure clouds one display, God all that very moment.
And so they are, that they are so to die when they give perfection.
Impressive personality, his mistress has fallen in love with him. He acts according to the instructions given in letter. He wears strange dress and behaves in a strange manner. Now Maria and company hide in a secret place to see what happens with Malvolio. Olivia appears and asks about Malvolio. Malvolio tells her that Maria tells her that he is behaving in a strange manner, and it seems that he has lost his senses. When Olivia herself sees Malvolio acting in a strange fashion, she declares that he has really gone mad and he must be thrown in prison. So let's see what's going on in the scene.
Look, here comes the young men of life.
If you desire the scene and will rob yourself into stitches, follow me yonder. Malvolio is done, Ethan. For there is no Christian that needs to be believing so hardly can believe such impossible tragedy of slaughter. He is in hell of fucking.
And conquer me.
Most villainously, like a parent that keeps a school either her. I have been wondering either son. I have dogged him like his master. He does obey every word of the letter that I brought to betray him. He is smiling all the day. Follow me. Olivia is coming. Right down there. I know my lady. I know my lady is fighting. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? Let me starve him. Oh, I speak too loud. Where's my Malvolio? He is coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. Why? Madam, I think he has gone mad. Why? You should let that come on. How long, Malvolio? He seems ill.
No, ma'am, I'm very happy.
How do you, Malvolio? What? Why are you here with this? Did you police me or made a before my lady?
Lady, no, why I am in this special dress.
What's the problem with you? What's the problem with you?
No problem, I think it's you, not for me.
What are you saying?
Do you remember?
What?
Yellow shirt, black stocking.
Yellow shirt? Let's talk it.
A letter for unknown lover. I love you from bosom of my heart. I know, madam, what's in your heart.
Are you alright,
No, madam. All right.
I told you, madam, that he has really gone mad.
Stop.
Oh, may God restore you to your right senses, Malvolio.
Oh, madam, I know I have a place in your heart.
What are you saying, Malvolio?
But, ma'am,
Oh, my God, I'm going to be mad.
no, ma'am, I'm also going to be there.
Don't you know?
Yeah, ma'am.
And my mad, what type of madness it is? Lock him up! Woman, I say lock him up! She asked him to come in her house, although Sebastian himself is confused and doesn't understand the situation.
Great! I can't stay here. Why loud one again?
Give the reason, right? Give the reason,
She
please.
has not me. She has more infection to the youth cause.
She insults
me.
She insults you.
Yeah, she insults you. Yeah.
She insults you. You do. She do this just to arouse jealousy in yourself. Burn the light of love in your heart.
In your head. In your head.
Let me challenge the course youth. 13 from the 11th places. My initial test of the topic. There is no love greater than bravery. Right in the martial arts, be craft and brief, no matter elephant or not. Tease him with a nice on topic. He is 3 minutes just for the object, and now he is looking for you, just to push in the door.
No, I don't like,
Why dear?
Hey, superior, you came here.
And dear.
I stood your gather over the room.
Oh, let go thy hands.
out of my sight.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
be not offended,
Okay.
You must die be gone. I pity gentle friend. Let thy pure wisdom, thy patience sway in this unjust and unsure extent. But pray you, go with me to my house and see how many fruitless pranks are there. Please don't deny. Be sure this sound for me.
What a deliciousness in this. How runs the stream? For I am a man, or else this a being. That consists in my sense in this sleep. If it is thus to dream, still let me sleep.
I beseech you, come, please. You can do that. Only I want you to do that. Please, come.
Madam, I will.
Oh, Lord, you say so. But be so. Anybody else? What? No, Zendu is here. Then who is he with me? Oh my God, I'm going to be mad. And there is another man, madam, like his complexion. He seems like Zendu. Who are you? Yeah, madam, let's look at them. Oh my God. My lovely brother, you are alive? What a pleasant surprise for me! My brother is alive!
Oh well, my dear sister, I have been wandering through the I've been searching for you in the world, my dear sister. But thanks God, I got you again. I got you.
But to see climax, you will have to wait for some time because we are going to take a break. And during this break, we will entertain you in some other way. Now a very sweet one from English Final is coming to please your ears. Akshana from English Final. That Sadevu, his beloved messenger, is actually a girl and not a boy. He falls in love with her and expresses his feelings of love for Viola.
My Lord, I want to talk to you something very personal, very special, and very secret.
What sort of secret?
Very special, my Lord. I am Viola, a girl, not a boy, my Lord, and I am in love with you. I am in love with you since the first day we met. I love you, my Lord. I love you so much.
You are welcome to me. You will never love a woman such as you love for me. Give me thy hand. And bless my
Now, Shahnaaz Aziz from English Final coming to sing a song. Please, Shanaz, please welcome.
मुस्कुराने की बात करते हो, जिंदगी हवा हवा है और दिल लगाने की बात करते हो, आँख है बड़ी बड़ी और दिल लगाने की बात करते हो। मेरे हालात ऐसे हैं कि मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता, मेरे हालात ऐसे हैं कि मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता, पर खुदा है ये आने पर नहीं सकता। जो पुरानी करते हो, आँख है बड़ी बड़ी और दिल लगाने की बात करते हो। जमाने में बड़ा कहते मोहब्बत लोग करते हैं, जमाने में बड़ा कहते मोहब्बत लोग करते हैं, वफा के नाम की अब तो शिकायत लोग करते हैं। आज है बुझी और तो जलाने की बात करते हो, आज है बुझी और मुस्कुराने की बात करते हो, जिंदगी हवा और दिल लगाने की बात करते हो। और मुस्कुराने की बात करते हो। अल्लाह को डरो जी, इंजना करो जी, अल्लाह को डरो जी, इंजना करो जी, तब तो तेरी जाने हो, बुलाइए ते नहीं जाते हो, दूरो दूरो सानू कर सांदे हो, हसी बुलाइए ते नहीं आते हो। चला दे मुख
ਜੀ ਨਾਲੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਨਾਲੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਦੱਸੋ ਤੇ ਸਹੀ ਚਾਹਦੇ ਹੋ ਲਾਈਏ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਰੀ ਚਾਹਦੇ ਹੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੁਲਾਈਏ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਰਵਾਂਗੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਤੜਵਾਂਗੇ ਤਕੜੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਵਾਂਗੇ ਸਰਵਾਂਗੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਤੜਵਾਂਗੇ ਤਕੜੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਵਾਂਗੇ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਅੱਜ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਅੱਜ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਅਸਰ ਸਹੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਬੁਲਾਈਏ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੇਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੋ ਅਸਾਂ ਬੁਲਾਈਏ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਦੇ ਹੋ ਚਲਾ ਜਾ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਜਨਾਬ ਦਾ ਪੁਰੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਿਲਿਆ ਗੁਲਾਬ ਦਾ ਚਲਾ ਜਾ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਜਨਾਬ ਦਾ ਪੁਰੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਿਲਿਆ ਗੁਲਾਬ ਦਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਨਾਲੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਨਾਲੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਅਸਾਂ ਬੁਲਾਈਏ ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤਰੇ ਸੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਅਸਾਂ ਬੁਲਾਈਏ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ
With Viola, Sebastian with Olivia, and Sir Toby with Maria.
Sebastian.
Naima is Sudelia and Viola. Naima Green. Sir Andy Legacy, SCR of the class. Waja Naveed Ahmed. Fisto the Clown, role acted by Abdul Basir. After a sign from English final as Antonio, Captain Antonio. Malvolio Naveed from English final. Thank you very much. Of Faculty of Arts, honorable colleagues and dear students. It's my pleasure that
a dream which has been in our mind has after all come true. This is not the first occasion we have done English performance. Many years back, when I was a new lecturer, I staged a play, Rising of the Moon, which had a revolutionary theme, and at that time that was a very unique kind of activity. We have been trying to have the same kind of activities, but because of lack of facilities and other problems, we could not have this kind of activity in university. But inshallah, this is a good precedent which we have started, and this will continue. I want to tell that in fact our purpose was to let the students not just imagine, they should really act. There should be a very little distance between imagination and reality. And I think the way they have performed, the way they have memorized the dialogues, and I think this has helped them to comprehend the play better, because this is an academic activity. This course is part of their course. They have to appear in the examination, I think in July. Their 12th night is also the part of their paper. And those who are present here, who are not from English department, I want to say a special word of thanks to you for your patience and for your staying here, because I know the university times are over, and in spite of that, your interest, your curiosity and your dedication I appreciate. And I would also like to thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor for sparing the time of coming here, and I think we will brief him about the projects, research projects of the same kind which we would like to undertake in future, and there should be a special fund for that. I would like to tell that these curtains were donated by me when I staged the last play. And these curtains are still surviving, but in a very, very strange fashion and unpresentable fashion. So I think there is a need to have a proper budget for this, so that we can have this kind of research projects in future. I also want to extend my special thanks to my colleague Dr. Raja Naseem for his appreciation and his hard work in making this dream come true. In fact, he has been also working day and night with us to have this drama being staged before you. And last but not least, I would like to thank the students, because they have memorized them. They are not professional actors. And I also want to thank the female characters who have taken a very, very bold initiative in Muzaffarabad to take this kind of. And I know there was a time we thought that we cannot stage this play because of many reasons, but when I saw the dedication of the students and I saw how much they were interested in it, I thought that we have to do this stage even if there is nobody to see that. But I am so thankful to all the audience, to the Vice Chancellor, to the Honorable Registrar, and all our colleagues, Madam Tanveer, and all other colleagues who are sitting here, and especially our colleagues from Boys College who are performing as judge. Gilani Saab, our ex-chairman, and our colleagues who have come from Boys College, and Rifat Naeem Abbasi, who is also here especially to see the play, and all the outsiders from university who have spared time to come and see this, because this is a work which is it is an intellectual activity. It is not everybody's cup of tea, and it is not for everybody. It is for master's classes. And I really want to thank all these students of mine, because they are not professional actors, but they have really performed really well. And I won't take much time, because I think our colleague Dr. Raja Naseem Akhtar and Vice Chancellor will also express the views. Meanwhile, the judges decide about the prizes. So I thank you very much once again, and I will call now Dr. Raja Naseem Akhtar to have some words with you before the Honorable Vice Chancellor expresses his view. Thank you.
It's a privilege to announce 3 of the positions here. Probably the most insane person in the play, the one who acted as a fool, Mr. Abdul Aziz. To win the first position. Maria Liman acting for Olivia of Lady Olivia, she wins the second position. Salima acting for Viola wins third position. That is the congratulation for me too. Thank you.
Because I know you have already shown a lot of patience, and thank you very much for that. First of all, I am thankful to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Manzoor Hussain, for sparing time and coming to see this play. Perfect as this may not be, but I think this is a job well done. And I would like to congratulate Takdees as well for hard work and for putting everything together. And finally, we've been able to put up this show in front of you. Of course, as Takdees has mentioned before, that we are not professional actors, so we have to ignore or overlook if some lapses have happened. But most importantly, let me take 1 minute to explain the logic and rationale for organizing all this. This play is not meant to be an entertainment only, but this has an objective behind it. Let me tell you that in literature and in what has been written, it has become widely known that lots of students, they memorize about the play but never come across or never read the play itself. So they are memorized, and this complaint is not only in English as a foreign language in our country, but I have read a lot of literature on the study of literature in England, and the same complaint is there. The students have never seen a poem, but they can write pages after pages about the poem. They have never seen it themselves. So in order to break this run, or in order to wean the students of this memorization and regurgitating what they have done, I had long thought that we must do something in which they have direct interaction with the text. They know how the text is performed, what actually dialogues are, what is their importance, what happens, and to have a true insight into the characters, it's important that they perform. Right from the beginning of this course, when we started last September, I've been first gradually, gently, and then with heart, I had been answering this that she must force the students to play this stage. Now, I appreciate that Takdees has taken it upon her and taken this responsibility, and she has encouraged the students all through, and I appreciate the students for taking part in it. Actually, to me, the most important thing is participation. And what I believe is that my belief, I always thought that, and in language teaching it is said, that it is the process which is important, not the product. The end product is not very crucial, but the whole idea is to put them through a process, that they do it over and over again, so they will come to know for themselves that how things go and what is meant by literature and the play. So I think, as far as I am concerned, we have achieved that objective. We have the students, the amount of work they have done, the practice, everything, and today we have seen them act on the stage. I think my purpose is been achieved. Definitely, we are going to make this kind of play as a regular feature in the department, and we are going to think about more things to happen, and I have many things on my mind. And I would, Honorable Vice Chancellor, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much. Your presence among us is a source of great encouragement and inspiration for us. And what I would like to say about the Vice Chancellor is that he never ever misses an opportunity to appreciate us. And whenever we call upon him, he is there for us. And believe me,
this has given me a lot of encouragement to do what we have done today. And thank you very much, and Professor Dr. B. Rahman Sahab, thank you very much for coming. And I also thank my colleagues from the colleges who have come on my short invitation. Just last night I called them and they were very kindly to make time to come over here. Our ex-chancellor, ex-chairman and ex-dean of arts, Professor Ilyas Kalani Sahab, he has always been very kind, he is always in touch with us, he has always been there when we called him, and his presence is also a source of encouragement for us. And finally, the turnout has been very good, it's much better than I had expected originally, and first time I've been impressed by the audience. Now the reason being that you have appreciated, you have shown patience, and most of all, undue clapping has not been heard today. That is a normal feature. Normally it happens, we say that Indians are committing a lot of atrocities on Muslims and there is a clapping. Okay? Thanks God they have behaved sensibly today. They have put up a very behaved audience I have ever come across in this auditorium. And thank you very much to the judges who have performed and given us their evaluation. I'm sure their decision is final, and I fully agree to whatever the positions they have announced. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And I would now call on the Vice Chancellor for a few comments, and then later on we give away the prizes to the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Dr. Manzoor Hussain, the Vice Chancellor.
Because I come from this profession and I only enjoy the environment which is present here today. That has been performed in front of you. I know the resources are meager, the time is short, and we don't have professional actors around. But I can assure you that the performance that we have all seen today was wonderful and very entertaining. The organizers, the dean of the faculty, the head of department, and Madam Secretaries who directed the play all deserve congratulations for organizing this event. The participants who perform on stage also deserve our appreciation and congratulations. The students of the department or of the class who haven't appeared on the stage, but I am sure they have played an equally important role in making it a success. They also deserve our congratulations and appreciation. I would also not miss this opportunity to really appreciate the announcers. They did a wonderful job, and I think the way they conducted this whole show is commendable. Regarding the activity, that is the play itself and funds required for it, I have already asked the team to please keep it a regular feature and reflect this in our forthcoming budget, annual budget, because this activity and the sort of activities that we have which augment our teaching, they should be encouraged. Regarding the hall, well, I can see the pathetic situation of the hall. We are very shortly expected to get our new auditorium, which will be fully equipped in all respects. But till we get that, I would really suggest that we change these curtains. And I may point out here that 35 years back, I witnessed Shakespeare plays in the famous London theatre, I don't recall the name. There the curtain is once drawn in the beginning and then closed at the end of the play. There is no closing and opening of the curtain. And this is probably the modern technique in dramas these days. So that saves a lot of time, and also there is a training in that the activities are all well planned and executed such that everybody knows when to do a thing, what to do and how to do it. So I think we should be better organized next time. Once again, I thank you all and congratulate you for being very patient. The performance are very important, but I tell you, 40 to 50% is the encouragement by the audience, which has been forthcoming very lavishly. So thank you very much, all of you. I would miss a point if I don't thank the judges. I would have thought that since it's an academic activity, and we have the honor of having Professor Ijaz Gilani with us, I think we should have given him some time to present a critique of whatever has been done and the way it has been done. So that is a part of education, and that may have been done. Thank you very much.
Distribution of prizes. So as you all know, the first prize goes to Abdul Basir. The second prize goes to Maria Rahman and Nargis Yusuf. And the third prize goes to which she has played as Fidelio and Viola. Ladies and gentlemen, we have given this special prize to Nargis because I know her mother is in hospital, and because of our play, she is here and she has performed also tremendously. And I think it is not matter of question of first or second prize. In fact, all the team has done really very well, and we have got all the cups for all the team. So now I announce the name of Atiqur Rahman, who with his appearance looked like a real duke, and most of his class fellows have given him this idea that he can keep this hairstyle forever. Tahir has also done a very difficult role of uncle, that is of Toby Belch. A very difficult role, and we appreciate it. Khwaja Naveed, who is apparently a very serious boy and CR of the class, he has played the role of a foolish drunken knight, very excellent. Sardar Naveed, who has played the role of Malvolio and who truly believed that the lady is in love with him. And he thought perhaps that he deserved that, and he was very successful in this role. After performing this role, he was telling me, "Madam, I cannot believe that I have done this thing on stage," because apparently he is a shy person. Our another actor who participated in this is Ashraf Bhatt, and he is from Occupied Valley. He is our very good student, and he has also performed very well. Though it took a lot of time to improve his accent, but finally he has done really very well. Akil is from Gilgit. He is also a student of MA Final, and even before he is a very shy person, but he agreed to play the role of Antonio. So this was the cast. It is just that we are giving and delivering the cups as a memory that on 6th of April 2004 we had this play staged. Otherwise, I personally believe that all the actors have really worked very hard, and just like a team, they have really done well. So last of all, there are 3 shields present here, and the first shield is given to Vice Chancellor for taking a special interest in our program and making this play a success and possible.
Very good, family.
And the second shield will be given to the Dean, Faculty of Arts, Dr. Raja Naseem Akhtar, from the Vice Chancellor, for participating in this and encouraging the students.
मैडम थोड़ा इधर इस साइड एक मिनट रेडी
Before you leave, and the second cup goes to Anjam.
तो अक्षर का नाम भी सिंगिंग के लिए, अक्षर का सिंगिंग के लिए मेरिट
थोड़ा सामने देखो,
इधर में देखो.
And for entertainment and singing, the prize goes to Aksha.
बुला लें सर्टिफिकेट सावर साहब के
Now I would like to, ladies and gentlemen, this music has been provided by well-known Sarvar Sagar, and we have a small token of encouragement for him. We have got a certificate to give him, yes, and I would request Mr. Sagar to receive his certificate from the Vice Chancellor. And now we have also a token of recognition for entertainment that goes to Shanwas.
तेरे कौल आके वसना गल याद रखना गल याद रखना कलिया गल गाए ना लेना कलिया गल गाए ना लेना सजीना नी तेरे बिना डोलना डोलना तू जान मेरी है तो वादा बिन रहना तेरे बिना आजा तुम डालना मेरा दिल तोड़ना तेरे मकान तेरे बिना चलिया ना तोड़ना जीना तेरे बिना तोड़ना तोड़ना जीना तेरे बिना तोड़ना लाल मेरी पग रखियो पगा झूले लाल मस्त कलंदर मस्त कलंदर बोला मेरी सच्चे पक्के लाल कलंदर झूले झूले लाल कलंदर सच्चे पक्के लाल कलंदर झूले झूले लाल कलंदर झूले झूले लाल कलंदर सच्चे पक्के लाल कलंदर झूले झूले लाल कलंदर सच्चे पक्के लाल कलंदर शादी में जब में सोए पंख लगाया उसको खुशाई वाला चल